guys, welcome to the first ever trade recap of the year. So today I'm gonna be doing a trade recap on the trades I took last week for GBPJPY. I've been caught up, so I didn't really have time to to do the recap on those days. So this was on Monday. You can see we had a beautiful buy setup. Considering you could see market was technically in an uptrend, and I had marked out the first level of board price to take out. It didn't actually come to it, so it didn't get to it. It came to this point. Scale to the 15 minutes and see what was there. Right, there was a fair value gap right there, and it didn't actually come into this bullish order block. So I don't even know how I even got into this trade in the first place. But considering why I got into this particular trade, I decided to follow the trend. As you can see, we were pushing up, and I had a similar setup like this. Like, I think the last trade or last week, not this trading week, the week before that, there was a similar setup like this, and I didn't capitalize on it because I wanted price to come a little bit lower into this fair value gap, but it didn't, considering it's an uptrend. And yeah, I just broke off of the trend, and I actually had to take a trade that day. Like, I actually went in low, didn't really risk much. What there was that? Right, didn't really risk much on the trade. So just went in a quick 1:2 take profit, got hit. This is a trade on MT5 for Monday. Actually kind of closed early because I couldn't watch it. I didn't even, I did go break even though, but was a little bit skeptical because anything could happen. It could have easily fallen down and just hit break even. So I just took the profit and watched. Considering I didn't go all in, so I only had one position open. If I had more, I would have closed, taken partials, and let the trade running. But yeah, considering I only had one trade open, and yep. So this was a trade on M25. I actually didn't go in immediately on this. This was where I went in because I needed a confirmation, and it created this sort of bullish move. It actually was a fair value gap, sort of. Yeah, this fair value gap came in, took me in right here. I think I closed at one of this candle, either this or this. Okay, no. I closed on this candle because I remember there was a huge bearish 5-minute candle, which was this fake out, and then it pushed higher and continued the trend. So fast forward to Friday because I had two trades. Yep, this was Friday's setup. As you can see, prices triggered our stops and smashed the take profit of 1:2 risk to reward. Like, this trade again, crazy. But stops was, I think this kind of happened because of there was a news red file on GBP. I think Bank of America, the governor was gonna speak. on Friday. Yeah, he spoke that Friday within the time. I think I was already in the trade. Yeah, I was actually in the trade. I think I got stopped out before the news came out. No, I was actually in after the news, then I got stopped out. So as you can see, this was the trade. I kind of took my entry higher, lower on NT5, considering there was like a huge amount of spread, and it could have not activated, so I wanted to be in the trade. So why I went into this trade? Well, if you scale to the hourly, we could see that after this huge bullish move from here, from right this point, price kept going. This was the pullback. Is market open? No, I don't think so. Right from here, push, pull up, created a new weak high right here. Then it just sort of started going down, like straight up heading down, and I actually had like two sets up because I was kind of bullish considering it took out this Monday's low, like it took out the week's low, and look at how it closed, and then this bullish move kind of gave me like, okay, cool, there's some sort of buy bullish momentum here, but the buy actually would have hit break even, so TP wouldn't have hit. But why I went for the sell, considering I just followed the trend, maybe my entry would have been higher to this point, but what were the odds that price was going to push all the way up here and activate and take me in the trade? So I had to go with this. Well, if I'd actually used this order block right here, maybe it would have actually hit take profit and still be in, but we had to work with I had to work with what was provided by the market at that moment, and this is what was provided. So you can see this was the move down, like it came into this level, respected this level, and then broke structure to the downside. Though I didn't set limits immediately into this area now, I waited for price to come into this point, then gave this solid huge bearish engulfing on the 5 minutes. Then I set limits at this bullish candlestick wick, at the low of this last bullish candlestick, second to the last bullish candlestick before the bearish engulfing. Even if I set it up here, I would have still gotten stopped out, so there was no way. The only way is if I had used this what's it called, order block. And you could actually see that after activating, like taking the trade in, it started heading down, like it started dumping. And then I had already said on the trade that if it started dumping and closed beneath this was already a 1:1. I'd straight up apply break even. But it actually had other plans and pushed up, just triggered the SO, just closed above it. Though it tested it twice, like this is 1, this is 2, and then boom, it just went down all the way to take profit I had placed right here. It was actually being a clean trade though. But yeah, this was the setup I had this week. Everything concerning the trade. So this was how this trade played out on NZ5, as you can see. Got stopped out, and yeah. So that's that for this week. Last week, sorry. Would definitely drop. So this was the first trade for the year. So the first 2 trades for the year 2026, and actually had a win and a loss, so break even. Didn't go all didn't use the normal position that I was supposed to use for the win. So yeah, the loss kind of took most of it. So yeah, that's that. We'll see you guys later on this week for the next YouTube video. Appreciate you.